Hi, this is Neil O'Brien again, and we're on to selling price video 2. And this is all about the profit gap in your business. And that may sound bad, but actually it's good in a way if you have a profit gap, because it means there's extra profit in your business. And if you can identify it and plug it, it means it's going to go into your profits and then into your bank account. It gives you extra money for, you spend whatever you want to on your family, your loved ones, your hobbies. Okay, so profit gap, and there's a picture of the Grand Canyon, okay? And as I said, your profit gap, it may not be that big, but I would say the bigger the better. Okay, and what am I talking about? So my definition of a profit gap is the difference between the profit that's in your annual accounts versus the profit that you've included in your selling price. If you look at your annual accounts, you'll have sales, costs, and profit down the end. If you look at your selling price, there's also costs in there, and there's profit as well. And there's normally a gap between the two of them for all kinds of reasons. I'll cover some of those in a while. Now, the first example is going to be an accountant, John the accountant. Now, John here has got a charge-out rate of 100 euros an hour. That's what he charges for the work he does. He expects to do 30 billable hours per week. I think Mary, the web designer, was 24. John is going with a higher figure. And he expects to have 46 billable weeks per year. And again, excluding bank holidays, he'll want to take holidays for himself and so on. There's always, you'll never get 52 weeks. Now, if you take those figures and multiply 100 by 30 by 46, you should get 138,000. So I'd call that the theoretical sales, or we call it the max sales that John could do. Now, let's have a look and see if there's a gap. Well, did John do 138,000 last year? Let's have a look. Now, here's the same information down to here. We're saying John could have done 138,000. What were John's sales last year? 83,000. Now, so the profit gap is 55,000, the difference between the 138 and the 83. Now, I'm calling it a profit gap and John's sales are here, but really a sales gap of 55,000 and a profit gap are the same, because if in this case, because he's a service business, John's costs aren't going to be any different. If John did 138,000 in sales, he will also have he'd have an extra 55,000 in sales and profits. How does this happen? For all kinds of reasons. John might give discounts. He might do work he doesn't bill. He might quote, oh, that job will take 15 hours, and then he puts 20 or 25 or 30 into it and doesn't charge the client. So there's multiple reasons why it happens. But if you're a service business, I'd encourage you to do a similar exercise, and you will probably find a gap. You will almost certainly find a gap. And even if you never hit on 138, if John never hits 138,000, what if he got half it? He'd have another 27,500 profit every year. Okay, let's have a look at a fabricating business. This is Con the fabricator. Now, what Con does is when he's pricing a job, he includes a margin of 33%. So it's like if he was, let's just say he was pricing a job at 2,000 and he added on 1,000 profit, the selling price would be 3,000, his profit would be 1,000, that'd be 33,000. What did John's actual profit margin come in at the end of the year when he did his accounts? 14%, just 14%. That's a big gap. I've often said a gap of kind of half, and that's even more than half. So John is, when he's pricing a job, he's saying, I expect to make 33% profit. When you look at his accounts at the end of the year, there's 14% net margin in there. Why does that happen? Again, maybe a bit like the accountant, there's multiple reasons. Maybe he's giving discounts. Jobs are taking longer than he thought they were going to take. If his costs go up during the year and he doesn't build them into his pricing method, he's not going to recover that money. So again, there's multiple reasons why this can happen. What I'd encourage you to do is calculate the profit gap in your business, because there is one, and go plug it. And there's lots of extra profit there. It's in almost, I've never seen a business that doesn't have a profit gap. Okay, so take it from me, your business has a profit gap, but it's not bad news, it's good news. Go identify it and plug it and get those extra profits into your business. Okay, thanks for listening.